Oh my gosh, guys, so the winter blues are coming. Ah, this is like the worst time. This is the worst time. It's the time that I fear the most is getting the winter blues. So, in this episode, we're gonna go over what I'm gonna do and what you guys should do to get rid of the winter blues because I can't even. I'm so scared. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Crystalline Podcast. I'm your host, Summer Clark. This episode is all about conquering the winter blues. So I know it's a bit early, but it's like raining today and it's creeping in. The weather's cold. It's like I feel like watching Hocus Pocus and it's it's like pumpkin spice is on the way. And I don't know about many of you guys, but I really get sad. Like I really got it last year and it was it really sucked. Like I remember being in tears about going to get some new running shoes. And like overthinking the process of buying running shoes. And I was like crying on my bed. I was like, what on earth? And I was like, what? Well, thinking about it, but that when you're in that state of just like, it's just overthinking, depression, it's just like, it happens. And I swear that happened when the clocks turned back, like daylight savings. That happened. And then all of a sudden, I was depressed and it was the worst. So, we're gonna go through like tips and techniques on how to not be that girl. Okay, so first things first, I think for me is obviously having a routine. Have a routine, guys, just have a routine. Do something, make plans, have that routine, and do something good with it. Like stay active. Like I'm gonna ask my housemate if I can borrow because she's got a walking treadmill, and I'm gonna ask to borrow that. Like every morning, I'm gonna get on that treadmill, and just walk and watch like Frasier, which is in the UK, every morning on TV, and I'm gonna, just stay active. And I know if I just stay active in the morning, it's like those little micro habits that you put in place for you, they can actually go like a really long way. It's like you can have the option of staying in bed and doing nothing, scrolling, like what do they call it? Doom scrolling. No, because it is doom scrolling. Guys, get rid of like everything. Like I've got rid of social media personally and I say professionally, whatever this podcast is. Because it really does take away the joy of life and like it really I just remember when I think I was going through a phase of like taking away the phone. I was putting it, as I call it, in the sock drawer. It was in the sock drawer, and I kept doing that for like hours, times. Sometimes I would just completely switch the phone off and put it in there. Sometimes it'd just be like on notifications. If people want to speak to me, I hope they do. Um, but I remember like sitting there one day thinking, oh, I've got like an hour to blow on like nothing, I guess. And I sat there and like because I'd get rid of like all my social media, so I had like YouTube Shorts because you can't disable them. And if you guys want to disable them, I have a little tip. It's so lame. So I just sat there and scrolled through, and like beforehand, I'd felt so happy, like better in my like mental health, like mental well-being, I guess, not really mental health, and like I wasn't depressed. I was like happy. And as soon as I like doom scrolled or whatever, I was so depressed. I was so miserable. I was like, what is going on? Why am I depressed? It was horrible. So I think from that moment, I was like, obviously, it's this. Like, because I didn't do anything else except like look through like shorts. So I was like, okay, this has got to go. And it really annoys me that YouTube doesn't have an option to get rid of it. The only way for you to, if you wanted to, if you wanted to join the no scroll club today, if you go on to like there's a YouTube setting. I'm pretty sure there is hilariously a short to get rid of shorts. Like a little tutorial. Um, just go on the settings. There's a feature where you can say don't to not let them come up on your feed because you'll watch one or two and then it's like 3 a.m. and it's like no, no, I'm not here for that. So I got rid of shorts and every time and they don't come up on my feed anymore, and if they do you just have to press not interested, and I had to press it on one of my YouTubers that I'm just like I love you but I'm sorry it's me first. So yeah, just get rid of those. So yeah, YouTube shorts. And it's like I have to make them. Like I have to make them for the podcast. So it's like I'm feeding the beast. It's really horrible, but hopefully it's more positive and, uplifting content for you guys rather than, yeah, just anything. I don't know. So yeah. So we're not on social media like that. But I have launched my blog, guys. I did launch my blog a couple of weeks ago, and that's there for you. I guess I need to put out another post, and that's where I'll be. Like, if you sign up to my newsletter, that's where I'll be. I will eventually get an app. I've said about getting an app. I'm like, oh, that's gonna have to be put on the shelf for a minute. That's so sad, but it's fine. As soon as it's like available, it will be. It's like there. It's like it's all sparkly and shiny. It's like right there. But I feel like because also like I actually don't have time because I'm going to be creating other content for you guys, but that means I can't record video as much, so everything's going to be audio a little bit for the meantime. So we got like the blog posts and newsletter, which is like you get access to like free lives because I'm gonna do lives on like YouTube, but you can't access them like publicly. You have to like sign up to my newsletter. And like I know, I'm sorry, but you have to. And we're gonna go through like journaling techniques is really good to like help with like productivity and just mental well-being and how like good it is. Um, so yeah, they're all there. There's going to be more workshops and stuff, and you'll be like linked to other things. I'm so excited, but I can't tell you guys right now. But it's all like part of the part of the plan, part of the process. But as my my cleaner's like my cleaner because I have like work coaches and stuff, and like and they just felt like they were pushing me to do things, and it's like, well, I can't. And my cleaner just turns around, she's like, yeah, because the Dyson Airwrap was made on a Sunday morning, and I'm like, well, yeah. It's like these things take time, so you need to like calm down. She was just like, yeah, because the Lamborghini was made on a Friday afternoon. It's like, yeah, that's right. It's like these things, yeah, they take time. And so is like the things with the podcast, they will take time. But I've just done my counseling skills and I passed it. So now I'm going to go into like life coaching, and it's like really good to do. Because I thought I was going to go on to the next step of counseling, but that's not the plan. The universe was like, no, that's not going to happen for you. And cool. So now I consider like life coaching because although I do like the idea of counseling, but it's like I don't think there are some skills that I don't have. Like I'm very tough love. Like if someone sat there and cried to me, I would just be like, stiff up a lip, get yourself together, get your ducks in a row. What are you doing? And I can be really judgmental. Like I can be so judgmental about things. Like I'm very opinionated about things and I stand firm on them, which is really bad. Like I just don't like people that don't have a wallet, for example. And I'm just like, why? But yeah, moving on. Let's get rid of the judgmentalness. Um, but I'll eventually go into psychology anyway, so that's fine. I was doing life coaching for now, and then I'll study psychology. So I'm getting all the little experiences in. Um, so yeah, that's always fun. But then again, it's not, built in a day. But it's really good for you guys if you do find the winter blues, you need like it's me doing it. It's like you need to put things in place. No, it's me being tough love again. No, it's like you need things. Of course, we all do. We need things. We need like these pillars, and I do have a blog post about it, like my pillars that might be like outdated and stuff, but it basically essentially is like having pillars. Like I do have like a whiteboard here. Let me just get it out. Let me just make some noise. Oh, that didn't make noise. So I have like pillars, like so I have one for like friends, like plan things with friends, like have something to look forward to, have something to look forward to. Like plan things with your family. Like yesterday I went out with my family. It was cute. It was like the worst place ever. It had one of those machine things, those like organ machines like that play music. I don't know, like carnival-y, and I can't stand them. Like they're the worst for me. I'm just like, oh, I really hate these. They're so noisy and they're the worst. But fine. Kids love them. My nephew loves them. He can sit there and watch them all day. Um, so yeah, family like that. I mean, you don't even have to go out. It can be like things like TV shows that you're watching together. And I know and it really annoyed me that Disney got rid of like the group watch. And we were like, why? That's so great. It's like, why did you get rid of that feature? No harm would come with having not having that feature or not. So it's like I know it's like we do need connection. That's again why I'm against social media. But it was like I know. I mean, what happened to the good old days where everyone used to meet up and sorry, I just reminded myself of a thing I saw yesterday. The only social media I actually have is Pinterest, and there was a funny pin thing on it. I'll say in a minute. But like yeah, go meet. Like, I know Only Murders has just started, so it's like I really want my friends to like have like a little get the popcorns, come around and watch like this movie, not movie. Let's watch Only Murders because it's so good, and I can't recommend that show enough. It's so good. It's so beautifully written. It's so funny. So, but yeah, like connect with people. Like you don't have to stay distant. So I guess it's kind of a good thing they got rid of the group chat. So ooh, we have to go, meet up and whatever. So I have one for work because it's all really important. I guess this kind of goes with sort of like Maslow's hierarchy pyramid of needs, which I spoke about probably really badly in the past. I don't know. I just need to read more about things, I guess. So yeah, we've got the work side of things and community. Like I class this podcast as like a community thing because it's like I'm well, I'm trying to give back. I don't want to like, it's like I'm giving back to the community. It's like, what are you giving back? You're giving back absolute rubbish, Summer. Absolute garbage talk. No, but yeah, no, being a part of things like with this podcast, it's all to do with like coaching. I realized that I was like, oh my gosh, it's to do with coaching. Like the ebooks that I'm writing, coaching, this is all coaching. It's like, wait, am I a coach? And I haven't really realized it. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon because it's just like things constantly change in life because it does. It's like a rapid, crazy river that's constantly changing. It's like bendiness. Okay, that's life. So obviously you got hobbies as well. So like what are your hobbies? And mine's like sewing, I guess golf, but that because I've got a pillar for sports, so it goes on there. Like hobbies, what are my hobbies? Writing is apparently a hobby, journaling. What do I do? Painting's become one of mine because I'm actually writing a children's book at the minute, and it's been so fun. It's just took over everything, but it's absolutely fine. So we got one for hobbies. So figure out your hobbies. Like that'd be really cool to do. And we need hobbies because it's mindfulness. We need things to do because, and I don't know, I've become so independent lately that I've just completely and entirely relied on myself, and I just don't understand why. Because I don't know, because when you're like young and stuff and you just hang out with friends and it's like I'm not doing that anymore and I don't know why. It's like I'm not even planning to do things. Like really, I'm not really planning to do things. So it's like okay. Yeah. Yeah, so sad. It's not really sad, and I just don't, because someone actually asked me if I was lonely, and it hadn't really occurred to me because it's like no, I'm having fun, doing what I'm doing. It's like nothing's really, depressed me or anything. So yeah, so yeah, I mean, each to their own, each to their own. So we have one for sport. Like if you're into sport, go for it. Fill this one out because my one's like bike rides, running, tennis, and golf practice are my sports, I guess, at the minute. So, and it's really key to keep sport because I know it's like rainy and stuff. Even like golf's really hard to play in the rain, but I have played golf in the snow, so like, it was like, uh, it's just it was just, yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It's cold, I guess. No, you didn't see. So mindfulness, like, really keep mindfulness going. Like, even if it's like, like I say, I normally, like I said, well, I tell myself I try to block out 2 hours, like, every morning to do, like, yoga and walk and, just do things that for me. But I don't. I literally just sit there, watch YouTube videos, and cook my breakfast because I have porridge because there's low cholesterol. So yeah, do things like mindfulness, walks, reading, journaling, just anything. Hobbies that can go with your hobbies, like sewing, whatever. I don't know what you do. Knit. I don't know. Puzzles. Personal development's like a new one, and oh my goodness, I can tick one off because I've already done it. Reading again is personal development. I have so many books to read. Weight loss, and for some odd reason, piano. Maybe I could just put this music theory, and that can kind of go with my friends because I need to book with my friend. Like, so we're gonna go get our grades, and that's again something to look forward to. Booking that. And, it's kind of like distracting yourself from how depressed you can get during the winter. Just distract yourself, it's fine. Look at the shiny keys. And also spirituality, which is like meditation. It's not only like frou hippie stuff, which I'm not really all about. I do say that, but I do love like crystals and stuff. And that's kind of like, it's not why this podcast is called the Crystalline Podcast. It's about being crystal clear. Like there are other podcasts about crystals. But they can't. I mean, it's fine. It's like the Crystalline Network, I think, is one of them. But I got in with this name first. I remember it was 2017. I was like, mine. Um, so yeah, but I wouldn't have come up with this podcast if it wasn't for my friends making their podcast about music. I think it's called the Weekly Song Podcast, and they have to write a song in a week. I'm not sure if they're still going. I need to have a nice little chat with them. I think that'd be great. So yeah, so just meditate. Meditation's like something people it's just like, oh my goodness. It's not as hard. You can literally do it on the toilet. It's fine. It's gross. You can do it if you have a minute. Like sometimes all you need is a minute just to recollect, your thoughts and stuff. And that can just be like you've just got into the car or something and just like and just take that moment just for yourself. Just take moments for yourself. Seriously, treat yourself. Yoga again. Like I really need to start doing this in the morning. I think I will start doing yoga in the morning, and you guys should too. Yoga with Adrian. Come on, let's go. She's great. Um, Self-kindness also and Taoist principles because I am a Taoist, unfortunately. Even though I have been christened, so I don't know how this works. But it's not a religion, it's a way of life. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I got christened. Everyone was in nightclubs when they were 18. I was in church, so um I was gonna say I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like nothing was wrong with me. Oh my goodness. So guys, feeling of the winter blues, like I would say stay active. keep eating healthy. I did buy vitamin D because, like, I don't know if it'll work, but obviously you get vitamin D from the sun, and you know, I have no idea. I'm not like a medical person. But it's just my theory, and I don't think there's enough evidence behind it. But I'm gonna try it, and even if it's like a placebo, fine, I'll take it because I don't want to be miserable. And yeah, and I mean, we can try it. Just try to take vitamin D. I don't know. Like, it would be great if tannin salons weren't bad for you, because it could be like, oh, if I go to a tannin salon once a week or something, but it's like, don't, because it's seriously bad for you. And that's like, no, we need to love our skin, thank you. Um, so yeah, stay active. Just go for a walk. Like, I went for a walk this morning. It's like raining here and it's just cold, and it's like I don't understand because yesterday was nice, but fine. But I just went for a walk, just to think about what I was gonna do today. I decided to record a podcast because I actually didn't release one Friday. Uh, like, okay, cool. Um, so I didn't release one Friday. So sorry, I didn't realize. I was like, oh my goodness, because it just like need to get back into the routine of things. So that's how I'm gonna do it. There's been changes, because I decided to, because I like work from like home and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I've got everything, but it can be like really lonely, and I think that's why I got super depressed, because it's just so lonely. But I've just decided to, volunteer at a place, which is great. It's cute. And that really helps. That really helps because I'm giving back to the community. And it is part of the plan, I guess. I'm giving back to the community, and yeah, it's great. It's something fun to do. It distracts me from the depression. That's what it's all about, like what I said. No, it's healthy to find like a balance for things and not be so alone. Um, so do what's right. Obviously, do what's right for you. And if you don't know it, like, it's so great to hear. So distracting ourselves from depression, having things to look forward to, treating yourself kindly, talking to someone if you need it. Like, if you feel like it's like, talk to your friends. It's like, you won't believe how easy, like how good you'll feel like after you have a chat with your friends. Like, you just feel so good. So get those endorphins in by talking to your friends about fun things, plan things, like look forward to things. Um, Go out for teas. Like, even if you're by yourself, like, I love to just go to a cafe by myself and just like get a coffee and a cake, and I'm just sat there and just like, ah, this is lovely. um, just do things, have fun, keep active, figure out what your pillars are, you know, do things that are healthy, make healthy choices, set yourself up for success, treat yourself. It's amazing. So, I guess that's a little bit about, the winter blues of this episode. Maybe there could have been more. Um, but I guess this is what I'm gonna do, which is basically, again, get on the treadmill every morning. Um, like, create a schedule. Um, create that schedule. Stick to routines, have great night's sleeps, and I believe that's part of the routine. I'm probably not gonna wake up at 5 a.m., which is like what everyone was doing, and I'm just, why? Because I'm really tired at like 12. Why? Because I used to wake up at 5 a.m., drive 45 minutes to the gym, because that was the only good one there. But I think we're gonna kit out our garage as a gym, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be super cold. Um, Maybe just wear a jumper or something and work out, but you don't want to get like too sweaty. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna make it into a gym. I need to clean out so much of my stuff. And that's another thing let go. Let go. That helps with depression. Just like let go of things that aren't serving you. And yeah, that'll make room for happiness. So yeah, so what we discussed, staying active, go out with your friends, talk to them, do your hobbies, go get those like lattes, even if it's by yourself. There's nothing wrong with being, alone. People are really freaked out by that, but there's nothing wrong with, going places by yourself. People, they can't believe I go to the cinema by myself. I'm like, yeah, because my friends are shit. No, like sometimes like my friends don't have that interest, and it's like I'm not gonna wait around for someone to, you know, do you know what I mean? It's like I'm not gonna wait around for someone to, be there with me when I want to go do something. It's like, no, I'm just gonna do it myself. Like my Halloween costume this year, which I'm making, which is another distraction from the depression. Um, it's gonna be one of the Sanson sisters, and it's gonna be Sarah, Jessica Parker's one. And I'm like, I'm just gonna be alone, you know, Sanderson sister, and I'm gonna go to a party by myself. Because it's like I'm not gonna wait around for other people to make up their mind. It's like if you want to go, go. And if you don't, well, your loss. And I'm not gonna wait around for you. So I'm just gonna do what I wanna do. And you should have that attitude. It's like, yes, be best friends with yourself, and then you'll never be alone. So it's fine. We're not gonna cry. No, and you'll never be alone because I really hate how much your life can be limited when you rely on others to go and do things with you. It's like you can do it yourself. You might look like it might be like really awkward, but the more you do things, it's like the less awkward it becomes. Like I've like the last year I've gone to events by myself and it's like I've just got used to it. So now I can actually just go to a party by myself. It's like I don't really care. I'm obviously not gonna drink too much because like that in itself can be dangerous. It's probably just gonna be like a couple of drinks. And then I'm just gonna dance, really. I don't really care. I don't really care. I'll just dance by myself. Who cares? So, yeah. Beat off the winter blues, guys. Let me know what you're doing. Like Spotify, you can comment on Spotify now, so let me know what you can what you can do, what you're doing. And that would be great. It's like have a chat with us. Yeah, us who? Who? It's just me. It's like, what? No, have a chat. Yeah. Or maybe the community. Come on, let's build a community. Let's talk to each other. Let's be kind to each other and see what everyone else is going to do to beat the winter blues because you just don't know what you can say can actually help someone else. So leave a comment if you're listening. Oh my god. If you're listening on YouTube or if you're listening on Spotify, you can comment on Spotify now. Be kind. We must be kind. And yeah, because you can help someone. And I hope this podcast helps someone. And I'm so sorry if I'm just so like I'm not self-absorbed. Oh my god. No, it's just like from what my experience is like and how that could probably help you. So it is gonna be audio, like I said. It's gonna be audio for a few, well, until until I can be bothered. No, until it's just a lot. Like video editing, it's like really hard to edit a podcast unless anyone out there is like a video editor. Like, come on, DMs, come on. Because yeah, there's just not it's just so much, it's so time consuming and it's just like stressful and it's like my computer's not fit for video editing. So it's like, guys, let's just be audio for a minute and when it's video, like get a bottle of champagne because it's like yeah, so it's just too much to do, guys. It's too much to do, so I might have to like spread out and let someone else do the work. So thank you. It would be so cool if ChatGPT could do it, but oh well, I don't know. Whatever. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Let me know how you're gonna beat the winter blues. That would be really great. And yeah, just go book a high tea with your friends. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening. It's been the Crystalline Podcast. I've been your host, Summer Clark, and I don't know, I don't have a sign off, but thank you so much for listening. And yeah, let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, bye. Bye.